Alright, so we're going to go over the main page, the different modules in the main page. So I want to draw your attention to Feature A, Color Chooser, Custom Module. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Extension and Module Manager. And then I hit Control F on my computer and we're going to look for Color. And if you notice over here, Color Chooser. Alright? And again, I don't really like to delete things because I like being able to refer back to them. So we're going to select this and we're going to copy. And then we're going to scroll down or just search for, and here's the copy of Color Chooser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so again I'm going to go back to Color Chooser. And so again, because I don't like to delete things, what I'm going to do is I made a copy and I'm going to unpublish Color Chooser. And I'm going to publish the copy. Alright, then I'm going to go back to the page and I already refreshed and you see it says copy of Color Chooser. So let's go back to the back end and go into Color Chooser. And you can name this whatever you'd like, but I'm going to keep it very similar so you can find it later. And then we can come down here and again I'll just take out this top part just to verify that we're making changes. And then let's insert a different photo, insert image. And the images are based on the location in FileZilla. So I will go over that in another video, but basically, I gotta reconnect here. It disconnects after a certain amount of time. So I'm gonna connect, abort previous connection, even though it was disconnected. And so, as you can see, images, by default you're in the images folder, or excuse me, you're in the stories folder, I believe. Let me double check that, hold on a second. Okay, so I just double checked. So Vicky, your account by default puts you at this level right here. So you see the word demo? This means that's where you are. So let's just, if you wanted to put this photo in here, it would be in the root directory. And so we can rename and just copy that. And then, because by default you're in the stories folder already, we're just going to paste. So this picture is going to show. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. If you wanted to take a picture from maybe the fruit folder, you would type fruit and then slash and then the name of the picture. And of course, if you want to upload some more pictures, you create a new folder so it's organized and you put in the new folder. So let's try this 3 album. We'll update, and so there's the 3 album. And I'm going to go ahead and get FileZilla out of the way. And I just recently believe I fixed the read more link, so I'm going to pause the video shortly and set that up. First, let's go ahead and we made the change here, and so let's go ahead and save. So save that. And let's go refine that. So we got Color Chooser _1 is published, and the one that was previously on the page is not published. So we saved that. So we go to the web page and I refreshed, and so here Color Chooser _1 with that 3-album photo and the text that we have left. So next I'm going to go over this Read More button. So if we click on Read More, it brings up the previous menu, but we're going to change it to something else. So I'm going to go ahead and click the back button, and I'm going to show you how you can put a different article in this Read More. Okay, so what I did was I clicked on Content and I went to Article Manager. Now, what you can do is you can do what's called uncategorized, or you can, like I said, go to Content, create a section, and create a category. And what this does is it helps keep things organized, and so it helps you find things later, so you can find them through the drop down a little bit easier instead of scrolling through the entire list. So, but just in the interest of time, I'm going to do an uncategorized article. So I'm going to go New, and that's under Color Chooser. So I'm just going to do a CC _1, and I'm going to copy and paste. Control V. And I'm going to put this is the new Read More, and I can't, I'm a horrible typer. Read More article for CC _1. And I'm gonna make it uncategorized, like I said. Click Save. Alright, so now I have this uncategorized article, and I want it in that Read More section. Well, there's a little bit of a trick to it, because at least this is what I figured out. So let me show you. So I'm going to go to the main menu. I don't know if you noticed this little period right here. And I just use that for this purpose, okay? We can hide this later, but what we do is we go down and we find that period right here, okay? And then we change the type. I was messing with something earlier, so this will be articles from now on. So we'll go to Article, and we'll just go to Article Layout, and now we can select an article. And I'm going to select CC _1, and click Save. So now when we go back to the home page, and let's go ahead and refresh, so it takes that change. And by the way, I'm on the connection here is a T1, and hopefully the site isn't as slow for you. It should be a little bit faster. I know it's faster from my house, but here's the article. So I'm going to copy this right here, okay? And then I'm going to go back. I copied the URL. Then I'm going to go back to the back end. I'm going to go back to the module manager. And we still want to look for the color. And here's the one that's published. And here's the Read More link. So in between these quotes, you just paste in the URL, and you go ahead and click Save. Okay, and so I went ahead and I unpublished that period, so the period no longer appears here. The only reason why I use that period tab is to get a good web address for the Read More link. Okay, so I unpublished that, so it's not, so it doesn't, it doesn't kind of just appear sitting there. It doesn't kind of look good. But again, I published that shortly, so I can get a good web address for the read more link. So I already refreshed, and so now if we click on the read more link, it takes us to a new page that shows that article and the text that we typed. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I will go ahead and create another video on another section. So I'll do update Rocket tabs next. Okay, just so you have a couple references.